Alright, hello everyone. I was requested to do a reading on heaven and hell. It wasn't exactly specific, so I'm assuming it's going to be whether it exists, how do you get there, what is it like there, and just, I guess overall, just see what the afterlife is like. What's the afterlife, I guess, is the best way to describe the question. So, I actually, just in case I didn't, I don't remember, but yesterday's video I used the Dragon Tarot. Not sure I mentioned that. So the Dragon Tarot, I totally forgot, and I didn't remember to check the video to make sure that I even mentioned that. So just might as well just do it now so I remember. But in today's video, I'm using the Star Spinner Tarot, which is actually the first tarot deck I've ever used. My sister had this tarot deck, and I used to use it a lot, so she gave me my own tarot deck, the Tarot of the Divine. And now I got my very own Star Spinner Tarot. So this is the deck I'm going to use. It's also one of the newest decks I just got recently. My boyfriend gifted this to me for our 6-month anniversary, so this is a newish tarot deck for me. I've used it before. And then I also got another tarot deck that I'll be using tomorrow. And then that should be it for like all the tarot decks that I have. So I'll just start reusing them until I get more. But yeah, this is Heaven and Hell. Does it exist? What is our afterlife? So Heaven and Hell doesn't exist. I don't know if I should. I don't know if the spread for this should be special in any way. I don't know if one side should be heaven and one side should be hell. And I should also say I'm not a psychic. I'm also not really religious. I grew up religious, but I'm not religious anymore. I'm spiritual or agnostic. So I grew up Lutheran Christian. I used to go to Lutheran church at least. I grew up Christian. Used to go to a Lutheran church. But I can't really say I believe the Bible or the church anymore. I believe in God, but I don't believe in the Christian God. I don't think whatever God there is or entity there is that kind of rules the world or made the earth or made the world. I don't think it's really anything we can comprehend as a human being. Like our brains might implode or something. I'm not sure. Oh my god, my cat is starting to behave crazy again. Oh my god. She knocked over the jar. That's there. That's for my paints. I haven't painted in like probably a year by now. But yeah, I'm not trying to offend anyone. So if you get hurt, if you get offended, well, you can just click off. Honestly, it's not really my problem. Because my intention is not to harm anyone. It's not to offend anyone. This is just a request. And I do readings for anyone with any questions. So feel free to comment down below or reach out to me on Instagram at the Cat Lady Tarot, and I also have a Discord server now, so you can friend me to join the Cat Lady Tarot or aka Hero. So yeah, there's several ways that you could request or come talk to me. But yeah, just everyone, don't be rude in the comment section. Don't be rude to each other. I do have plans for this weekend, so I won't be doing any videos Friday through Sunday, but I will be coming back next Monday, and I already have 2 video requests. I already have 2 video requests. So, next Monday and Tuesday. So, if you have any requests, I already have a list of ideals of like videos I want to do, but requests come first, and I do them in order in which I read them or get them. So, I will get to every single one of them, even if it takes a little longer than a week. But yeah, I have 2 requests. So I'm doing yesterday's request. So I did yesterday's request, I'm doing today's, and then I have 1 request for tomorrow. Then I'm taking 3 days off to be with my boyfriend. And then I have Monday and Tuesdays planned. I'm going to be doing. And hopefully today's video won't be a pain in the ass like yesterday's was, because yesterday's video somehow deleted itself. Somehow there was an error and I had to retake the whole video, which was a pain. So yesterday's video probably sucked. But yeah, so this is heaven and hell. Does it exist? What is the afterlife like? Does heaven and hell exist? What is it like? What is heaven and hell like? Does it exist? Okay. Yeah, so I've never done a reading like this before, so I'm probably completely wrong. No clue. Not a psychic. So chances are I won't even be able to, like, read this. I did do a reading on, like, Ouija boards, like, last week, or 2 weeks ago now. I did a reading on Ouija boards that I think actually turned out pretty good. So, who knows? Alright, so I'm gonna put this here. And how do I do the spread? How do I want to do the spread? Do I want to do just pull 4 cards, see what the afterlife is like, or do I actually want to put like heaven here, hell here, or something like that? Do I just wing it? Say fuck it? Let's just see if the afterlife exists. So the afterlife, heaven and hell. So this is if the afterlife exists. Does heaven and hell exist? So I guess this will be heaven. This will be hell. Well, I guess I should. Okay, Sophie. So this is heaven. This is hell. This probably doesn't work that well, but we'll see. The Emperor is a loss of control. Okay. 10 of Wands, stress and anxiety. Ooh, this is interesting. Oh my god, cat. Hey. No. Stop it. No. Oh my god. Come on. I'm sorry. No. Nope. 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 My cat. Whenever I do a reading, especially like during the afternoon, early afternoon, she always starts acting crazy around me. Oh my god. But I'll just jump right into it. So the Emperor versus loss of control. That's also like a masculine. That would be like a masculine authority or like a male authority. But this feels like it doesn't have control over the situation. Ten of Wands is stress and anxiety, being overwhelmed or overburdened. I'm not sure if you can probably see that. These cards are yellow, and with the lighting, you probably can't see it that well. Eight of Wands is speed and momentum. This definitely feels like something that's out of control. Something I have no control over, something that's like out of control. Could be like unpredictable in a way, or spontaneous. Could come out of nowhere. And then I believe this is, what is this? Four of Chalices. And then this is Four of Chalices. So, or Four of Cups. That's apathy, discontentment, disconnection. This is meant to be heaven too. I guess it's meant to be the afterlife in general, so it doesn't really matter. Take it with a grain of salt. It's probably going to be really difficult for me to read. So I'll put this aside and I'll just do this first. I mean, when it comes to the afterlife, I guess you can read the Emperor as God or a godlike entity, but with it being reversed, it would be like an abuse of power, or like someone having not enough, like, or someone or something not having as much power as you think they do. So either it's like an abuse of power, or someone or something not having as much power as they say they do. And also, because it's reversed, it doesn't even really feel like a man. It doesn't really feel like a male. It could be it could be a female, or maybe there is no entity. But the Ten of Wands is like stress and being like overburdened. With the Eight of Wands is like something quick. And something that came to mind is like something that's hard to catch, like you can't catch it. Reminds me of like a shooting star, like trying to catch a shooting star. And the Four of Cups is like apathy and detachment. Well, I can tell you now with the Four of Cups, whatever afterlife there is, I doubt it's what people think. And I'm looking at the Four of Cups, and I see how this like mermaid is just sitting on a rock, kind of contemplating. Like she's thinking about stuff, or she's like disinterested. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. I can already tell you that. The Fool. So the Fool is young and naive energy, the beginning of something new or spontaneous. So there's another spontaneous card. The Sun is happiness. Can be happiness, beauty. The Knight of Swords reversed. That's like, that would be like impure intentions or doing something selfish, like selfish intentions or impure intentions. And then the Tower first is like, that is the rebuilding from a catastrophe or rebuilding from something dramatic. But I won't lie, when I first looked at this card, I thought of like avoiding catastrophe, like trying to avoid it. Trying to avoid catastrophe. I guess I should base this off of how I feel, the feelings I get. I guess base it off of my intuition, not just the cards itself. I mean, I definitely think there is Fool, the sun. That's like the beginning of something new. Something like really, there's like something quick. Something really, there's like this responsive energy, this like really fast responsive energy. That's like as soon as you die, it kind of like, it like rushes to you. It goes to you. And especially with the Four Cups, it's like it rushes to you and it's like you're sitting there in like contemplation and it's like, okay, it's like, I mean, I do know the theory of like when you die, like the last like your brain is still alive, so you like remember all like your good memories. I don't really see it as that. I see it more so as remembering everything. The Four Cups, because that's like an apathetic card. It's like looking at like all your actions, looking at everything you've done. And it's like a fog, it's like a gleam, or like it's glazed over. What the Fool? That could also be like when someone dies, someone is born again. I wonder if that's reincarnation. With the Fool and the Sun, that makes me think of like the birth of something, or like a starting over or something. Well, not necessarily a starting over, but it's like learning lessons. It's like happiness, beauty. It feels like a really strong life force. Like maybe heaven exists in a way. Heaven in a way exists, like pure happiness, like you feel pure happiness. It's like you're a baby again. It's like you're a child again or a baby again and you're like innocent. Not naive, just kind of like innocent. Or like happy. It's like you're happy again. Like there's something that kind of like rushes you, comes towards you. And there's like a state, like something like spontaneous, something like quick. And there's like a sense of like happiness. Like a sense of wonder. Kind of makes me think of like watching something. Ten of Wands could be like being overworked. The Emperor reverse, I don't know. Because the Emperor is reverse, it doesn't feel like an overseer. The Emperor reverse feels kind of weak in my opinion. Like it feels weak. It doesn't really feel that powerful. Like it could just be kind of just there. It's just kind of there in a way. It's not all powerful. It's not all powerful. I don't even think it's all knowing, honestly. I don't think it's all powerful. It doesn't seem all knowing. It doesn't really do much. I could be totally wrong, but it doesn't seem to like do much. Like it's not all powerful. It's not all knowing. It's just kind of sitting there. Kind of like what this man is holding is like kind of like waving a wand or whatever this is, or like a torch or something, like waving it around. That's all he does. Could be like seeing the light, going to the light. No, it doesn't really feel like he does much. I'm not really picking up on strong masculine energy, honestly. I'm not really seeing a god here, honestly. Unfortunately. Especially with the Emperor reverse, it does not feel like there's a god here. I'm not really sensing or picking up on a god. I don't see a god. Or at least not like a masculine one. It's not male. It could just be like it doesn't have a gender. Doesn't have a sex. Because it's not human. I mean, hell, that could be what it is. It's just a soul. It's not human, it doesn't have a gender. Ten of Wands is like being stressed out or like overburdened. It's like you're doing too much, especially with like the Eight of Wands. It's like overwhelmingly. It's like overwhelming you, rushing towards you, something quick. And then it's like you're in a state of just like kind of like complacency. It's like being in a state of complacency. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm trying to figure this out. Four of Cups is like a state of complacency. That's like apathy. It's like when you die, you're like in a meh state. It's like, in a way, I mean, not like, maybe not all the time, but maybe for like some people, it's like their emotions kind of click off. When they die, it's like their emotions kind of click off. It's like something really strong and powerful. Not even like, not really powerful, just like overwhelming. It's like something like that like rushes you, that overwhelms you. And it's like your emotions just kind of click off because it's so overwhelming. It's like a defense mechanism. Like the Four of Cups would be like you being defensive. Your emotions kind of like clicking off your emotions. I just looked over. My cat is in my hamper. My cat's in my laundry. Just laying there like it's a little bed. Look at you. Oh, my little cute angel. Yeah, I don't think you can see her on the camera. Oh, yeah. My baby. My boo. Oh, she's so cute. Oh. But the Fool, though. The Fool and the Sun. That feels like renewing. Like there's something you renew. The Sun is like happiness. I don't know. If anything, there seems to be like a heaven. But the Knight of Swords reverse, it's like doing something you shouldn't be doing. Like doing something bad, doing something wrong. And the Tower reverse is like avoiding that. It's like doing something you shouldn't be doing. Like you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to do that. Wait a second. I was thinking about doing this by twos. Like when I was like pulling, when I was shuffling, I was thinking about maybe doing this by twos. So 2 for heaven, 2 for hell, 2 for heaven again, 2 for hell, and so on and so forth. Doing it by twos. Because this would be for heaven, and I don't see there being a god. Or like an all-knowing entity. Like they're not like all-powerful, and I don't think they're like all-knowing. Or even if like they are, it doesn't seem like they really do much. Like they don't really act on it. They're kind of weak. I don't know. It just seems kind of weak, but it just doesn't seem like they really help or do much. And then Ten of Wands though is like stressed, overburdened. It's like doing too much though. Again, it's like being rushed. You're rushed. Doing a rush job. And this is literally like the Fool, the Sun. There's definitely a sense of happiness here. Like I do think there is a form of pure happiness. There is a form of true happiness. But it seems to be linked to like a child, like a childlike mind. Or it could be like a child is like the purest form, like the purest being is like a child or like a newborn. It's the most innocent. They haven't done anything wrong. Could be like miscarriages in a way. Like when you miscarry a baby, they go to whatever this is, like heaven. It's like they go to heaven. It's like a state of constant bliss. So I guess heaven does exist. And then for like hell, I mean, this is like rushing, something fast, momentum, it's like spontaneous. The Four of Chalices is like apathy. Nine of Swords is like doing the wrong thing, doing the bad thing, or at least with like bad intentions, the wrong intentions. And like the Tower just makes me feel like avoidance, like you're trying to avoid the worst. It's like someone who's like done something bad and they don't feel guilty for what they've done. I don't know, it's weird. It's like someone who's done something bad or done something that they know they shouldn't have done, but they don't really care, yet they're so afraid of the consequences. It's like being afraid of the consequences. Like you don't it's like people who like do something and they start crying when you catch them, they start like apologizing. Like you're not sorry for what you did, you're sorry you got caught. That's kind of like what it is. Or like you're sorry that you have to now deal with the consequences of your actions. That's kind of like what it is. But it's like something to do with like speed. Something speed related. I don't know. The Knight of Swords also makes me think of kind of like demons. Knight of Swords reverse kind of reminds me of like demons too, or like devils. I don't know if there's like one singular devil. There seems to be like one singular person for like this heaven, or maybe like yeah, one like singular person maybe for like heaven, but for hell it's like it could be like several. I don't know, but I'm not really seeing God. And I'm not really seeing And the tower would also be like rebuilding from catastrophe. It's like people like it's like when bad shit happens and people instead of trying to like help, it's like they wanna leave it like a disaster. They wanna leave disasters in their wake. They wanna leave disasters in their wake. They don't wanna fix their problems. They don't wanna fix anything. Like they like the destruction or like they like the chaos. They like things being destroyed. Or like the chaos, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I can really be a help. I don't think I can read this. I don't think I can read this that well, but I'll keep going. There's the King of Swords reversed, the Hierophant, okay. Two of Pentacles reversed, and the World reversed. The King of Swords reversed. I mean, again, that's like, can be like a masculine energy, but it's also like dishonesty. It's like a dishonest person. Dishonest man. And it reminds me of like dishonesty or like your words. It could be like a nasty man or just being dishonest. I don't know. Again, there's some like really weak energy here. Like a male, very weak male energy. Don't really like it. I don't know if this is like what God is. Like I don't know if this is like what God is. Like what or like who she or he is or it is. It's definitely not reading as all powerful or all knowing. And even if he is, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't act on it. Like, you have all, like, it could be like he has all the power in the world, but he just kind of sits there and doesn't do much. I don't really like that. I don't really care for that. I don't really like that. The Hierophant is, the Hierophant is religion. That's religion, that's commitment, that's marriage. Could also be like longevity. Reminds me of the High Priestess. Like the Hierophant's like the male version of the High Priestess. Seeing more like weak masculine energy than like kind of like weak, kind of pathetic. I won't lie, kind of weak and pathetic like masculine energy. Like even if it was powerful, it's like you don't really act. You don't do anything. You just kind of watch shit go down. and then the two of Pentacles reversed. That's like an unequal exchange. That's like or like unequal, or like inequality, like in general, like unequal exchange, or like not getting what you want out of something. Could also be like a bargain. And the World reverse is like unfinished business. The World reverse is unfinished business. There's like dishonesty here. It's like a male energy you can't trust. It's like an untrustworthy male energy. The Hierophant has something to do with like connection, commitment, I guess connections, marriage, religion. Could be like the religious god. Maybe that's the religious god, the Hierophant. Like the Christian god could be the Hierophant. But again, the Hierophant is not like an action-oriented. Like the Hierophant isn't really necessarily a leader. And it's not action-oriented either. It's more about morals than anything. Or like the justice system. More so morals. And like the commitments you make. That's more like what it is. Or who he is, if he does exist. He's not like all-knowing, all-seeing. He's more so like a morality police in a way. Like a morality police. It's not too bad. The Two of Pentacles, though, reverse. That's like unequal exchange, and like the world is unfinished business. Three of Chalices reverse. Makes me think of vices. The Three of Chalices reverse makes me think of vices, and Knight of Chalices are like lack of love or lack of self-growth. Wheel of Fortune is like bad luck, bad opportunity. It's like people who have problems with like love. Or, like jealousy, deep-rooted like insecurities. Treating people like competition, lack of like emotional growth or development. Bad luck, bad opportunity. And the Queen of Pentacles reverse. It's like unstable, unreliable, inconsistent. Could also be someone who cares too much about money and resources. Well, not resources, more so just money in general. Materialistic shit. Materialistic bullshit. This feels like an emotionally stunted person. Three of Cups reverse and the Knight of Cups reverse. This feels like an emotionally stunted person who like has bad luck and bad opportunity. And they're like unreliable, unstable. Like their life kind of like they can never be like stable. Like you will not have money. Well, I definitely don't think money carries over into the afterlife. That's for damn sure. Money definitely does not carry over into the afterlife. Material wealth does not carry over. Your emotional depth does. Your emotional well-being does. And it seems like emotionally stunted people are going to have a hell of a time in the afterlife. Could literally be hell. I don't think it's hell though. It's more so just like, I guess, being held accountable. Queen of Pentacles reverse could be trying to avoid that accountability though, because Queen of Pentacles can be like unaccountable or irresponsible. Because also, again, like being like caring too much about like money and wealth, caring too much about appearances. It's like a bad business partner. Could be people who care more about money than like their material well-being. I mean, care more about money than like their emotional well-being. I don't know, I'm feeling youthful energy again. I'm like feeling young, youthful energy again. Like there's something to do with children here. Like babies. Maybe pregnancy. Conception. Birth. Just children in general. Like I'm feeling young energy here. Young souls. It's like having problems with your emotions, trouble with your emotions. I mean, I will say that Two of Pentacles reversed. I mean, that's supposed to, because I mean, if it was upright, that would supposed to be like an equal exchange, a fair exchange, but because it's reversed, it can be an unfair exchange, an unfinished business. Is the afterlife fair? I mean, I don't think you can buy yourself your way into it. I mean, I doubt that. I don't think you can buy your way into it. And there's definitely like a sense of morality here with the Hierophant. So there's like a strong sense of morality. Your morals. Could be like unlearned lessons, like lessons you still haven't learned. You need to learn these lessons. I don't know, I really honestly don't think I can really help with this reading. I don't think I can help with it. I don't think this is gonna be I don't think this is like honestly that good of a reading. I can't really tell. This is not something I've really like touched upon. Something I've like really, I mean, I have done a reading on like how the world will end. But I mean, I guess that's not really the same thing, no. And I've done one on Ouija boards, but this is really hard. This is really difficult. Ow, fuck, I just hit my fucking elbow. Ow. Okay, I'm just gonna... I'm gonna pull more. Two swords, we're fixing to let go. Two of wands. The lovers. The moon. There's something about how you love people. It's like the connections you make. The two of swords reverse, the two of wands reverse, the lovers, the moon. It's like how you connect with people, the connections you make. How you cut ties with people. How you make love to people if you're just doing it for like sex. it's like it's like a disconnect between two people. Like the lover's supposed to be like love, companionship, and the moon is like some type of lie or secret, something we don't know. But there's definitely something wrong with like how we like something wrong with like our relationships and how we like talk to people, the connection, like how we cut people off. There's something wrong with cutting people off, and like something about us being disconnected. The decisions we make, we can't go back from. With the two wands reversed, it's like rash decisions. Like, wrong. You made the bad decision. Like, you didn't, like, there was a better option. I don't know, two wands reversed kind of makes me think of, like, sexual, like, reasons. Like, you're just having sex with people. Like, just kind of sleeping around. Like, there's something wrong with just sleeping around. I mean, go figure. I mean, hookup culture is disgusting. People who sleep around is pretty fucking disgusting, in my opinion. Just to be honest, really. It's pretty sad. This kind of grosses me out, but... Two wands reversed. Yeah, there's like something wrong with like the lack of connections. Could be like a lack of connection. Like doing things for sex, not for like the connection. Like how we love, there's something wrong with like the connections we make. And the people we can like keep in our lives. Like we choose the wrong people. Or at least a lot of us do. I know, kitten. I know, Sophie. The Emperor's reversed with the Ten of Wands. And yeah, it's also like the Emperor reverse. Like whatever this like entity is, it's like overwhelmed. It's like so much I have to do. Like so much I have to do. So much I have to like work on, and just being like overworked or overburdened. But it doesn't really seem like it does anything. And then there's like speed and momentum. And then being apathetic. It's like not doing your job. It's like being burnt out. It's like getting burnt out and not doing your job. Or like detaching from your job. It's like when you get burnt out, you just kind of like become a drone. It's like becoming a drone. Being burnt out and becoming a drone. The Fool is like child. I mean, it could be like regressing into a child. The Fool could be like regressing into it like a child. And the Sun like being happy. It's like regression. But the Knight of Swords reversed, like doing the wrong thing, doing it for like the wrong reasons. The Tower reverse, it could be like trying to rebuild from catastrophe or trying to like avoid like your issues, your problems. And then like the Knight of Swords reversed. The King of Swords reversed. Did I say the Knight of Swords reversed? I meant the King of Swords reversed. That's like dishonesty. It's just, again, like it reminds me of like the Emperor reversed. Like dishonesty. It also could be something wrong with like your communication. But the Hierophant is like, I mean, that would be like religion or like your moral beliefs. Religion or like moral beliefs. With the Two of Pentacles, it's like an unequal exchange. While the World is like unfinished business. It's like, I mean, I guess it could be like not learning a lesson you need to learn, but there feels like there's more to that with the Hierophant, and I'm not getting it. It's not clicking with me. There's something I'm not getting about the Hierophant. Something that's not clicking. I guess, I mean, that could be God, but again, I don't see him being like action oriented. He might be a gatekeeper. I wonder if he's like a gatekeeper or something. I wonder if I should pull Oracle. Tarot might be too hard for me. I wonder if I should pull Oracle. The World Reverse is like unfinished business. Yeah, I might end up pulling Oracle because I'm not really getting this. Something definitely here though with like being emotionally stunted. Like not learning the lessons you need to learn. It's like bad morals. It's like making bad decisions. It's like bad morals. Or like you think you're doing the wrong thing, but you're not. It's like, try again. You gotta try again. You gotta retain this information. You gotta retain these morals. It's like the Hierophant could be like doing the right thing. Morality and religion. And yeah, there could be like some truth behind religion. It doesn't have to be just like Christianity. It could be like Catholicism or the Jewish or Muslim or Buddhism, I believe it is. Buddhism. There could be like some truth behind that. Some of those, yeah. Could be like bits and pieces from like our like known religion could be true, like bits and pieces, and if you put them together, like there you have it. That could be what it is. Two of Pentacles can be like bits and pieces. But yeah, there's definitely a sense of like Three of Cups reversed. It's like something wrong with like your emotional, like your friends, the people you keep around you, and like the Knight of Cups reversed. It's like something wrong with the people around you, how you connect with the people around you. And the Wheel of Fortune reverse is like bad luck, bad opportunity. Could be like being doomed or something, but something being wrong with like the people you surround yourself with. I mean, it could be like the people you keep around you matter a lot. It could be like the people you have around you matter a lot. They affect you a lot. And they also like affect like what the afterlife is going to be like for you. It could also, I think that might also be what it is. The people you keep around you, if you don't keep good company, don't expect the afterlife to be that good, because you're like a reflection of who you surround yourself with. So if you're like surrounded by people who do bad things, I mean, why are you friends with those people then? If they do bad things, why are you friends with them? Because you think you can fix them? Or are you just like them or similar to them? Like, surround yourself by good people who do good deeds for good reasons, selfless reasons. Not because you can get something out of them, but because it's right. That's the right thing to do. Not because you want something out of them or like out of the world, out of the universe, but because it's the right thing to do. Again, it's like morality. And it's like the people you surround yourself with, the people you love, the people you surround yourself with. I guess it could also be like your actions too. But it's more so like the connections you have with people, especially. Like the actions you... It's like how you treat people, basically. And the people you like surround yourself with. And the Two of Swords is like making a decision you can't go back from, or cutting ties with someone. The Two of Wands would be like sex or friction. The Lovers, it's like your relationships, your connections, and the Moon is a lie, like deceit. Reminds me of selfishness too. And the Three of Cups reverse can also be like selfishness. It could also be like using people as well. Like, don't use people. Again, it's like how you treat people matters. Especially how you treat people, that's like what matters the most, probably. And also the actions, like just how you treat the world, how you treat others, how you treat animals, how you treat the world. That could be like what it is. I am seeing entities. Like, I do think like there are entities. Like the Nine of Swords reversed reminds me of like demons or devils. And I do see like, I am seeing like I guess like a male figure here. Like, I do see like a male figure here, or like an authority. Not really authority here. It's not really an authority. It's more so like a moral code of conduct. That's kind of what it is. It might not be an actual like person or being. It's just like a moral code of conduct. Like how you're supposed to act, what you're supposed to do. I guess the sun could be God. I mean, the sun could be God. The sun reminds me of a woman. I guess the sun could be God. The sun might be more so God than the Emperor reverse, because the Emperor is like a person. It just clicked with me. The Emperor is a person in power. Yeah. Again, your state of power, your wealth means nothing in the afterlife. It means diddly shit in the afterlife. It means diddly shit in the afterlife. The power, the status you had means diddly shit in the afterlife. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, it means diddly shit in the afterlife. And the Ten of Wands is like stress and anxiety. The Eight of Wands. Again, it's like being like a drone, like shutting down. I mean, I will say, and maybe this is where it begins to click with me. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be, maybe this is maybe where I'm getting at. But if you are like in a position of power, and that's what matters to you most, the afterlife is going to be tough for you. It's like if you cared, like if you like overburdened yourself. I mean, it could be like, oh, in the afterlife you can be free. In the afterlife you can be free. But there is a moral code of conduct that you have to go by. And if you don't go by it, you can say bye-bye. I don't know. Ten of Cups, family, Three of Pentacles, Cups. This is like family. Probably like reading this all wrong. Maybe the cards are right, but I'm like reading it wrong. I just realized my cat is gone. What? I can hear her though. She's here. Don't. I think she's scratching herself. I think she's probably by the bed. Oh, I see her. I see you. My baby bee. I'm realizing I need to use the bathroom. I'm realizing I need to pee. Ten of Cups is like family, happily ever after. But Three of Coins is like not working with other people. It's like yourself. Being happy with yourself. The Ace of Cups is like a lot like of love. The Three of Swords is like heartbreak. I don't know. There's something to do with love here. And I'm gonna be sitting here for probably like 30 minutes trying to figure out what it is. And I can't say I want to do that. I mean, you guys can interpret this however you want. I'm probably like misinterpreting this. I don't really understand. Maybe I'm like overthinking this or like trying to like make sense of it too much, that I'm just like stressing myself out and like going down the wrong path in this reading. I also think with this, the Fool, the Sun, the Nine of Swords reverse, and the Tower reverse, it's also like people who find joy and causing havoc. It's like people who find joy in other people's unhappiness. It's like a sadist. And then the King of Swords reverse, the Hierophant, the Two of Coins reverse, the World reverse. If that's how you are as a person, expect to like start over. Like again, there's like a strong sense of morals here. And the people you surround yourself, like the connections you have, the people you surround yourself with, how you love people, if you love people, and like the morals you have, how you treat the world, how you treat animals, how you treat those around you. That's what matters. Oh, my Sophie girl. There's definitely something to do with like maybe soulmates, like something to do with like relationships, like love relationships, something to do with family and love. It's like, don't be selfless, especially with the Three of Coins reverse. It's like refusing to work with people or having a hard time collabing with people. That causes a loss of love and heartbreak. It's like you have this family, but you don't work together, you don't collaborate. You could be selfish, and then you fall out of love, you lose love for each other, and then you have a heartbreak. What is this? Six of Coins reversed. Five Coins. Four Swords reversed. Knight of Pentacles. I'm probably like too deep into this now. I'm probably like pulling way too many cards that I will never figure this out. I could redo this. I should probably, you know what, fuck it. I should just use Oracle honestly at this point. I'm not gonna fix that. I'm just gonna use Oracle. What I should have done since the beginning, probably. Yeah, that's like lack of accountability, being left out in the cold, like poverty. Four Swords of Rest and Rejuvenation. I'm using Oracle deck. Let's see. Just have to figure out what Oracle deck do I want to use. So, which Oracle do I want to use first? I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. The Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. Hopefully this will help me be more straightforward, but we'll see. Yeah, this reading is probably like not good, like at all. It's probably I mean, I'm a bit bummed that I can't really make sense of what the message is and like what the hell heaven and earth, I mean heaven and hell is, like what the afterlife is. I guess if I were to do it like traditionally, it's like there's not really like a godlike figure that watches over them. It seems to more so be a pit of like stress and anxiety. And also the Eight of Wands could have also been like a message or something, like a message, like a conversation, a messenger. The Four of Cups like missing that message, but that's not really caring for a message. It's like unhappiness. I don't know, but this is heaven and hell. What is the afterlife like? Tell me about the afterlife. What is the afterlife? And because this is an oracle deck, I probably won't take reversals. I mean, it's like a tarot deck, but it's like an oracle deck. But that's probably like way too difficult for me to like tell. I'm probably gonna have to like redo this reading or something. But oh, I'm already an hour deep into this, so. Yeah, this is like what the afterlife is like. So what is the afterlife like? Really hard to rely on my intuition with this. Really hard. I guess the Emperor reverse could also be like the men don't have the power here or something. I guess like the men are powerless or something. But or at least just like power in general, like Earth, like the power that like I don't know, like royalty has. You don't have in the afterlife, but so this is heaven and hell. Like this is the afterlife. Spiritual union, like something to do with love. New beginnings, transformation, new begin. Again, there's like something to do with like children here. Like it reminds me of kids. Spiritual union. You can see the cards. It makes me think of like soulmates, loved ones. The transformation. It's like literally like rebirth. New beginnings. Birth of something new. That's what it makes me think of. patience and planning. Literally, like, the connections you have, how you love people. It's like a death and a rebirth. Like, literally, like a transformation. It's literally like reincarnation. That might be what this is. It might be like reincarnation. But I feel like there's more, though. There's like more. I'm not really. But there's like something to do with patience and planning. Trapped in fear. Truth. It's like trapped in fear over the truth. Material and spiritual prosperity. The waiting game. Oh. I think this is kind of like the energy I'm seeing. There's also like definitely a sense of people who are like feeling trapped. Is hell like a prison? Hell could be like a prison. And you don't want, it's like avoiding the truth. You don't want the truth. It's like lies. It's like trapped in fear. And the truth is meant to be freeing. Material, spiritual prosperity. But I don't think material matters. Material and spiritual does not mix. I mean, it can, but not in the afterlife. I highly doubt that. I refuse to believe that. The waiting game. It's like being stagnated. Is that what hell is? It's like hell is like being kind of like, it's like either a prison where you're like, the worst form of torment is like being stagnated. Where you become a drone. You become a drone. Because like the best thing here would be like the love you have for people, spiritual union, like soulmates, transformation. Like you would be changing, you would be growing, you would be evolving. There would be like new beginnings, like kind of like children, or like the birth of something new, or like again, like reincarnation, especially with transformation. It's like reincarnation. And patience and planning, it's like waiting for your turn. Like you have patience. In due time, it will be your turn. It's like having patience. But then over down here, it's like trapped in fear. Then we have truth, which makes me feel like the truth is meant to be freeing to you, but instead of the truth just like chains them like a jail. It's like avoiding the truth, like wanting to avoid the truth. It's like people who like got away with murder, and then like in the afterlife they're like tried for murder, and they're trying to like escape it, and they didn't think like in the afterlife that they would be like tried for the murder, but it's like they are. Like you can't get away from like your sins in the afterlife. Like death is freeing for people that like suffered on earth but were actually good people. Like death would be freeing. But death is not freeing for people that have done bad deeds and think they can get away with it and don't want to take accountability. It's like literally like they think the truth is like, it's like prison. Material prosperity doesn't matter though. Material, and who knows, I mean, maybe this is like also the people that like care too much about money. Like they care too much about finances and money. They thought that would carry over into the afterlife. I mean, it's like they thought it would carry over into the afterlife, but it doesn't. Your spiritual prosperity does, but your material prosperity, no, it does not. Kind of reminds me when I think of like material prosperity and people thinking their wealth will carry over into the afterlife. It reminds me of the pharaohs in like ancient Egypt, and how they put like gold in like their tombs, like in the pyramids so they can like bring their wealth into the afterlife. Yeah, that's not how it, like, that's not how the afterlife actually is. That's not how the afterlife is. And I think for you to even think that way, you'll be like, it's like, no, material wealth does not matter. You might be even punished for that, like caring so much about like money and wealth. Or not punished, but like tried. It's like you'll be like put on jury. It's like there's like a court and they'll be like trying you, like if you're guilty or not. I mean, that's probably not like what it is. It's not like a court system. And it's mostly on your morals and like your morals. I guess also like based off of like the connections you had, how you treated people, your actions, you know, if you took like proactive actions. The waiting game. There's definitely like a sense of like patience and planning the waiting game too. For both of them. I'm getting patience and planning in the waiting game. I mean, we all die at some point. I mean, you can't escape death. You cannot escape death. Death will happen to you. Death will happen to all of us, and you cannot escape it, and you cannot escape the afterlife and what the afterlife holds for you. That actually seems pretty cool. Pretty neat. It's like having to grow. It's like you have to grow and evolve. Best case scenario, you grow and evolve. The people who are trapped don't grow. They don't evolve. They stagnate. And that's where the issues come from. When you don't grow, you don't evolve, you don't become a better person, you don't learn from your mistakes or your decisions, you don't learn. That's where the issues come in. That's when you'll start having problems. Victory and success, recognition and reward. Third eye chakra. Shadow. Victory and success, recognition and reward. Again, it reminds me of like superficial stuff. Victory and success could be like you've won, but recognition and reward. It's like doing something, expecting something out of it. But third eye chakra is like your higher knowing or higher being. It's like your intuition as well. And the shadow. It's like the dark side. It's like the darkness, the dark side. Is this hell? Is this what hell is? Heartache and loss. Choose wisely. And it's a choice too. It's like a choice. I mean, being a good or bad human being is a choice. And it's also based off of like your choices, your actions. It's like a choice. You chose this life, like you chose this life. So you choose this death as well. Like, it's kind of like these are the consequences. I'm not sure. But it's definitely like choose wisely. Like, it's your choice. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, having to make sacrifices. Again, you have to make changes. And I mean, I think anyone is capable from going to the shadow into light. I think anyone is capable of that, from going to the shadow into light. But you have to sacrifice stuff. Not other people, but like your vices. You have to sacrifice your vices. You have to grow and evolve and become a better person. It's a choice you make. And it's completely up to you. You have to sacrifice stuff in order for you to, like, it could be, like, materialistic or, like, egotistical, I guess. Probably completely wrong. Third eye stuff. Probably stuff I wouldn't understand. Victory and success. Some type of victory and, like, rewards. Like, some type of victory and reward. But the third eye chakra is, like, your higher... Oh! The greatest gift you could get is higher knowledge. It's, like, the greatest gift you could get is, like, a higher knowing. It's, like, a gift. Like, a reward. Or not, like, the greatest. No, maybe not the greatest. Because I still think, like, the relations and the growth you have, like, the growth you have and, like, kind of like your higher being. I guess it's like your higher being. It's like learning your higher being. It's like evolving. It's like evolving, but it's also due to, like, connections. Soulmates. Something here about soulmates. It's not really showing up too strongly right now, though. Something to do with, like, higher knowing, higher being, higher knowing and higher being. It's like victories, and the reward you get is growth. Like, the most victorious thing you could get is, like, growth. Like, evolution. But is it really this based off of, like, yourself? It's really about us, dissension, envy, base chakra, throat chakra, emotional loss. No. Yeah, it's not just about us. It's how, again, it's about other people. It's about all of us. It's about all of us. How we treat all of us. How we treat everything. How we treat everything. Deception, envy. Base chakra. The throat chakra is like talking. Emotional loss. I need to make sure I have the right. Is this the chakra that I think it is? Base chakra. I have. The base of the such as survival, the physical body, issues of money, substance safety, and shelter. Deception, envy. Physical body, issues of money, and yeah. That would be like your ego, your survival, the physical. Yeah, that's not what it matters. It's like superficial. Towards being sound, creativity, ability of clairaudience. Many artists, speakers, writers, tonic. To balance and stimulate this energy center, try humming, chanting, or singing out loud. It's a great tonic. Huh. It's cool. What's important? If you have something to say, please speak up. As energy is fully activated, don't be surprised if you suddenly become creatively inspired. That's cool. Emotional loss. Obstacles and challenges. Yeah, it's like, it's not superficial. If you treat it, it is superficial. If you it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be like just base value. People who treat stuff, like people who deceive and are envious, especially over like superficial stuff, like stuff that doesn't actually matter, could also be like jealous of like their, like your abilities. Comes with some type of emotional loss. There's obstacles and challenges, partnerships and alliances, passion ignited, and prosperity begins. Yeah. And again, like here comes like a very strong, like the connections you have, the people you keep in your life, the connections you have, the love that you have. It's all about love. It's not just relationship, it's the love that you have for people. I think that's the main thing I think I probably was missing before. It's the love you have. Like the majority of problems that come is when you don't love people. You don't love animals. You don't love the world, the universe. Like that's where the issues come from. And also when you don't grow and evolve as a person. But how you love people and how you like also get through those challenges and how you evolve and how you love people is like how you because it could also be like we're all like in the same journey or like almost in the same journey, like we're all like on a journey. It's like choose wisely. And yeah, bad stuff happens, you know, and that's also a part of how you grow. But it's not like kind of like in the spiritual realm. It's like it's more so in like the physical. It's like the lowest vibration, at least for me, like here is kind of like the physical realm. The superficial, caring about stupid shit, like caring about shit that doesn't actually matter. Being selfish of other people's growth. I mean, being jealous. Did I say selfish? I meant jealous. Being jealous of other people's growth. If you're jealous of other people's growth, you're not focusing on your own. But yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to read, honestly. I'm sorry to the person who requested this. I probably did not do a good job. It's honestly kind of... The more I think about this, the more I'm just kind of getting a little stressed out, which is probably why I'm not really getting this, but that was a little bit easier. That was a little bit easier. I think this reading was probably, I think it's just way too complex for me. Way too complex. I'm probably gonna need to redo this, which sucks. And this video is, I think, officially going to be the longest video I've had. I think it's over the longest video I've had by like a minute by now. I could be wrong, but I'm sorry if this was disappointing. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it made sense. If you have any requests or suggestions, I do readings for anyone with any questions, or at least I will sure as hell try. So, and again, I am busy this weekend, and I already have tomorrow's video and Monday and next week's Monday and Tuesday's videos planned. So I have 3 videos to get to. I mean, I'm taking the weekend off. But yeah, next week, like Wednesday through like whenever I decide to take another break, I'm free, so you can keep sending requests. You know, I'm happy to do them. They take priority over my list of video ideas that I have in my notebook. You guys take priority. Your requests take priority. So, but yeah, feel free to comment below. You can also reach out to me on Instagram at the Cat Lady Tarot, and I also have a Discord server now, so you can join. You can friend me. I'm the Cat Lady Tarot, aka Harith. So you can friend me there. Pretty sure I made a post. Yeah, I made a post for like my new Discord server, so you can look at that, and that should probably give clear instructions. But especially how to like write it, how to spell it. Anything else? I don't think there's really anything else. I just hope that you guys enjoyed it. Especially to the person who requested this. I hope I made at least somewhat sense. But I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong because I just don't really understand. I'm open to being wrong. I'm not a psychic. So it's fine. I'm most likely wrong, so it is what it is. I'm okay with that. But where's my cat? Where's Sophie? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, if you have any more requests or anything you know, any information, any like religious facts, any like religion facts, any experiences with the afterlife, doing a reading on the paranormal might actually be really cool. That could maybe help. So you guys can tell me if you want me to do a reading on the paranormal. I didn't really get much information on this, so I probably won't be getting much for the paranormal. But it would be really cool. But yeah, thank you everyone. Bye.